get a brief from him. The leader was recently, a few days ago, granted bail and discharged. He wasn't granted bail anyway, he was discharged of all the charges against him and was asked to leave the facilities of the DSS. And today, our lawyer went to obtain the judgment from the appeal court. So we would like to hear from him, at least to get a briefing from him on the good evening, Biafrans and lovers of freedom, anywhere you are in the world. We are reaching to you live from the office of our able barrister and attorney at law, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Today we are coming to you from the stables of Umuchukwu writers, and we want to get a brief from him. The leader was recently, a few days ago, granted bail and discharged. He wasn't granted bail anyway, he was discharged of all the charges against him and was asked to leave the facilities of the DSS. And today, our lawyer went to obtain the judgment from the appeal court. So we would like to hear from him, at least to get a briefing from him on the issue relating his immediate release. Thank you very much, Barrister, and good evening.
Thank you.
To hear from you.
Thank you, Biafrans all over the world. I promised before now that we are going to keep people in touch and updated as development going forward. However, first of all, let me appreciate the entire effort of Agbocha, who has always been here, following up and down to ensure that people are aware. I keep our abreast of what's going on regarding the release of Mazi and the Kanu. Of course, you are aware that this document was delivered on 13th of October. That was last week Thursday. So, and we are the first to access this document today. See this document. We are the first to have access to it today. And same has been served on the Attorney General of the Federation and also the Director General of the SSS. I just left here not quite long ago. And today, the first time we're formally bringing this development, good news to Mazi, bringing the Mazi Nnamdi. I'm so happy to hear about the development. So, and I had an extensive discussion with him. And also, we explained to him quite exhaustively, comprehensively about the implication of the document. So, and today, I even have opportunity of looking at the document once again. So, for those who may not understand or who are still talking about acquittal and discharge, what was granted in that document is more fortifying than acquittal in the real sense of it. Because the court directed that apart from discharging Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and consequently striking out the remaining 7-count charge, which automatically brought to an end the charge under reference, the court made a specific pronouncement and direction order that neither the lower court, as the Federal High Court, nor any other court in Nigeria will have the jurisdiction to entertain any further charge against Nnamdi Kanu, any further charge or indictment against him. So it has taken care of the entire thing. So if they proceeded to go and find another charge tomorrow under any form of any guise, Nnamdi Kanu will not stand any trial again. In fact, the effect of the judgment is that he cannot stand trial again in Nigerian court again. So, and the federal government have no option to release him. However, we are not talking about Nnamdi Kanu's freedom because of granted freedom. What we are talking about is time and days it will take us to get him out, which is almost at hand. And we will continue to tell the world, keep Umuchineke abreast of our undertakings and our strategies and our steps we are taking towards bringing out. But the critical part of the strategy may not be disclosed to enable us achieve what we are planning to achieve. But be assured that Onyendu will be out any moment from this time I'm speaking to you. Will be out. But when he will be out, I will not disclose to the public, but we will hear from him in not in no distant time, because the federal government of Nigeria, on the authority of the judgment of the Court of Appeal, has no other further option to explore in this case. Their options have been closed. The only option available to them now is to do the honorable thing by allowing Nnamdi Kanu to live where he is now. And as it stands today, there is no order of court justifying the further detention of Nnamdi Kanu from that Thursday, 13th of October to date. So he's not being held illegally. He's not being held unconstitutionally in the custody of the DSS. So that, and no court, whether magistrate or high court or federal high court in Nigeria, will issue order again to justify his detention. That's the worst part of it. Because by virtue of this judgment of the Court of Appeal, all courts in Nigeria have been divested, whether the high court or the magistrate court, of jurisdiction to entertain charge, receive complaint, or any indictment whatsoever against Nnamdi Kanu. That is the worst part of it. So the option available to the federal government of Nigeria now is to release him. And today we have served in the rest level where the court we have served in the court order, also served in the court judgment. By tomorrow, we are taking a very serious legal process against them. By 11-12 o'clock, we're going to call a press conference to bring the press, and also Agocha will also be here hopefully. So, but I may not say it here because that measure we're going to take to explore tomorrow or thereabout will be very, 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 very aggressive within the legal precinct we operate. So, and at this point in time, I want to assure you that Onyendu is happy. I want to assure you that Onyendu's exit from the custody of the SSS is imminent. By time and hour is what I cannot be able to state here. Even if it's available to me, I will not state. I will make it public for reasons best known to me and also to Muchineke. Because I've said this thing before now. No if I go off a balance statement. Kevin say Babaloko. And then I go Muchineke Bona. I am going to marry Abu Gonkai. But I'm not well. So I am a clue how to okay, is about language. As a miracle guy, so the victory is ours. I am proud to tell Muchineke now. The victory is what? Ours. And there's so too about it. And because now can't doesn't care. Ima, only here can I said because similar and I better and ask because similar if I'm not going to I will not beg anybody to do anything. It is the order of court, and order for them must be obeyed. I have no option. So, thankfully, I've said it before now, President of the country, Buhari has said sometime in the past, several declared that he doesn't want to interfere in the judicial process.
Yes, I was coming to that. I was waiting for you to land. I wanted to ask you. A few months ago, some traditional leaders, Igbo elders, and some religious leaders and opinion holders and some politicians in the entire Igbo land came and went to the President of Nigeria, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, and they pleaded for him to release their son, Mazi Kanu, to him. And even when he visited Imo State, he insisted, even the same thing, he said the same thing when he visited Ebonyi State. He insisted that he was not going to interfere in the process of court, that he was going to leave it to the court to decide the fate of Nnamdi Kanu. Now that the court has decided the fate of Nnamdi Kanu by discharging him of all the charges and then telling the federal government and the executive not to take him to any other court, or not that no other court can entertain any charges against him in Nigeria. Why are they not releasing him, or why are they not taking it in good faith when this is all they've been waiting? Or is there any other court that they are waiting except this very one that has given us this very judgment?
The law is settled. Let me say this to you. Thankfully, kudos to the president of the country, President Muhammad Buhari, for his declarations and for believing in rule of law. Because we are made to understand that he believes in rule of law. So then that we come to live right now. Let him act on the basis of the Court of Appeal. You see, one thing about what you should know about this, the recent judgment of the Court of Appeal, is that this is not an order or judgment of High Court or Federal High Court. It's a judgment of Court of Appeal. And I don't think, and I want to believe that now they've been formally served. Because from that Thursday till date, they don't know how we are the people to first obtain the cities of the judgment of the Court of Appeal. Now they've been formally charged, and the DAG was formally charged. I wanted to make some noise there today. And I told you I would dance naked today.
Yes.
But maybe by tomorrow I'll show them my style. So we have to like them. We'll go to the public and make sure, go to the office to make sure that beautiful is done within the legal precinct. But now they've been charged, served with the process filing with the order of court. Order made by court of appeal. They have no option. By tomorrow now, if you are taking any further step, either by initiating committal proceedings against the GSSS and the president of the country, or by filing further legal processes, they will not have any. They will not say they are not aware of the order of the court. Also, I want you to also appreciate the fact that the Chief State Council was in the court on Thursday when judgment was delivered. They didn't also assume that they don't have access to the judgment of the court, but today they have access to the judgment because I've served them. Now, what's the only option available to them? Because even if they're going to challenge the judgment of the court of appeal, which we have no problem with, do not advise the constitutional right, they can exercise it. But the law says that those orders, there's a declaration by the court that must be obeyed. There are plenty of authorities in that regard that said you cannot be in contempt of court order and be seeking equitable remedy from the superior court. They cannot indulge you. The Supreme Court will ordinarily ask you to go and obey that order of court. If the authority for that, against the Lagos State government. We also have recent case of against FRN. You can't be in courts in the content of court order and be asking Supreme Court to assist you to accept the appeal. No, you must go and obey that order. So we are certain that they must obey that order. There's no two ways about it, they must obey that order. And that's the only option available to them. We obey the order, let's go back to Supreme Court. We use our client, we can go back and sort ourselves out. Right? Legally. So, but the order of court must be obeyed. Order of court must be obeyed. There's no two ways about it. I'm not begging them to obey it, they must obey it. It's the order of court. When they kidnap him in Kenya on 19th of June 2021 and 2021, detained him for 8 years, subjected him to all forms of torture and inhuman treatment before he was criminally smuggled into Nigeria and consequently taken to court on 29th of June 2021. He was eventually sent to DSS facilities for detention on the order of court and obey that order. We challenge that order before the court. The court says it's order. I didn't make this order. Another must be obeyed. Now the superior court has countered, set aside the order, set aside the entire judgment, set aside the charge, struck out the charge. So as it stands today, being 17th of October 2022, only Nnamdi Kanu is being illegally and not constitutional held in facility of DSS. Because order detaining him there has been struck out. It was struck out, the order detaining him and the other charge, giving rise to that order, has gone. That charge died on the 13th of October 2022. That was last week. And it was buried around 8:30 in the evening. And the funeral ceremony continues. And so it will not end until further notice. It cannot be called up again, cannot be resuscitated, cannot be revived. The child cannot be revived under any form. Can't even revive another charge against him. Court said no, he won't do it. So they must obey that order. Thankfully, Excellency said they will obey. They won't interfere with judicial process. We believe him, and also believe the AG Federation, who have formally communicated today. An order was formally given to him. The judgment was also formally served on him. Same is applicable to the GSSS. They will all receive award. Few weeks last, 1 hour through, they receive award. So they will do the honorable thing by complying with court order, because this is a country that operates constitutional democracy, that where rule of law is supreme. So they must obey the order of the court. Certainly, know that we're not begging them to obey. They must obey it. It's a must. I didn't make that order, but the Senate didn't make that order. It's an order made by their own court. So now the Kanu came to their own court and defeated them. It's not true. Yes. So that order they made by their own court must obey by them. So we don't have any clarification now. We'll wait till tomorrow. So because tomorrow we are going back to where we come from.
Yeah, thank you very much, Barrister. And people back home and worldwide, people want to know: did you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, and how was the feeling?
Onyendu was exceedingly happy, delighted. In fact, I don't know the adjective I used to describe the man his happiness today. In fact, as a matter of fact, I sang with him today. We were singing. I told him that you see, I'm the boss today. I'll conduct service today. We were singing. He was so happy. So it's such a when I said I don't go to the but he was happy. Not just say he was happy. So and I will say other things, but he's very happy and expectant of leaving that place anywhere from now. I will stop at this. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your effort.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your effort, and I must commend you for your uprightness and being here for us all the time. Remember, bless send that cross on this nice and then pen. What can now when I want this show? So, oh my God, so God be happy because if I'm gonna no girl, thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Brother. We really appreciate. We reaching your life from the office. Our ever barrister. It's another Savior. Holy. That will be coming to you again live by tomorrow for more briefing on the release of our able leader Mazi Kanu. From now, we're saying goodbye. Thank you very much.